Hey, brother, this is a great comment, and I know I already typed a response back to you, so this is really for other people. But I want to be clear about something. There are some variations in the details when it comes to the Apocrypha versus the canon. Some people see that as issues. I don't. And let me tell you why. We see the exact same thing in the Gospels. And a lot of non-believers use that fact to say, hey, the Gospels aren't credible. Look, this detail is different on this one and it's different over here. So obviously they don't know what they're talking about. But the reality of the situation is that actually lends credibility to the overall writings. It doesn't take away from it. If you were to have an eyewitness account, and I can tell you from questioning people in law enforcement, you can ask 3 people that saw a crime. You can be like, hey, describe to me who you saw commit this crime. One person will be like, oh, they had a dark shirt and black pants. And another will be like, oh, they had blue jeans and a blue shirt. And then another person will give you a completely different answer. That's because in the moment, for whatever reason, that is what they remember. They got a quick snapshot of that person in a moment of chaos, and this is what they remember. Maybe the guy wasn't actually wearing blue jeans. Maybe he was wearing black pants. But that doesn't mean that the person didn't see what they described to you. And a lot of people have gone over these facts when it comes to the Gospels. So you're going to see the same thing in the Apocrypha when you're getting eyewitness account to eyewitness account, or when you're getting old tradition, old history passed down verbally until someone writes it down. So the fact that there are little details here and there that don't line up doesn't really matter. We're looking at the meat of the scriptures. We're looking at the overall picture, right? We know there was a robbery. We know someone committed it. But just because you say they wore black pants doesn't mean they weren't wearing blue jeans. You see what I'm saying? So the minor details don't matter. We're looking at the overall picture, the whole scope of it from front to back. And if this whole thing, generally speaking, lines up, then it lines up. Little details aren't what the issue is here. So I just wanted to remind that to everybody who may be watching, who might be reading your comments on my Apocrypha recommendations video. If there's little minor details that don't line up, that's fine. If you ask any 2 people in a situation what they remember from something, you're going to get 2 different points of view. You're going to get 2 different accounts. Doesn't mean they're both right or they're both wrong. Just means people are giving you the information they have. So again, we're looking at the broad picture, right? Is this adding to Scripture? Is it taking away from Scripture? Is it complementing Scripture? Or is it not? Right? And if it's just a little tiny detail that's off here or there, doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater. So minor details, when they don't line up, not really that big of an issue. So just throwing that out there. That's my opinion based on my life experiences and what I have read and tested when it comes to Apocrypha scriptures or anything else. So if you have any questions about that, anybody at all, please feel free to comment below. Send me an email, sheepdogministries@hotmail.com. I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody about this. And if you bring up, 2 verses you have an opinion about, say, hey, this one doesn't seem to be lining up with this one, feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to give you my opinion on it. But that's where we're at. I hope this helped somebody. And again, enjoy your reading.